The Torah tells us that Yosef HaTzadik moved the people of Egypt from one city to another city. And the question is, why? Rashi quotes the Gemara in Chulin that tells us, to l'hasir cherpa me'al echav. He wanted to make his brothers as comfortable as possible. And he wanted to remove any negative reporting against them. Shelo yukar mosam golim. That the Egyptians shouldn't call them refugees. Refugees? Do you think that they would be at all fazed if the Egyptian called them, the Shiftei call, the people that were amongst the greatest tzaddikim that ever lived? If an Egyptian called them a refugee, that would faze them? In addition, they were coming by the invitation of Paro, and they were part of the royal family of Yosef, who was the second most powerful individual in the entire civilization at that time. What do you see from here? No matter how great you are, that we are constructed in such a way that if somebody says something negative to us, the negativity can somehow hurt us. How careful we have to be, how sensitive we have to be to other people's sensitivities. And this works for good as well, and I'll explain what I mean. Many years ago, when I was in yeshiva, I went to one of my Rabbeim, Rabbi Zachariah Mines, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, with the following dilemma that I had. Rabbi, I said, somebody came over to me, an anonymous donor, I was told, and wanted to give me $2,000 if I would write the Pilpul Shiurim, the complicated and complex Torah lessons of the Rosh Hashiva Rabbi Leibowitz Zatzal. Now, Rabbi, there are people that understand those shiurim much better than I do, and I think that whoever the donor is would get more bang for his buck if he'd ask them. What should I do? My mind thought and said, Aryeh, I think you should do it. Number one, you will get a greater understanding if you do it, and it'd be a bigger zechus, a merit for this person. And number two, I think you would do a great job. Buoyed and bolstered by the sensitivity of Rabbi Mines to myself, the confidence that he engendered within me, and said that I should do it, I did it. I wrote the shiurim throughout the year. I understood them better. And by the way, the money came in handy. I have to tell you, it was only years later that I found out that it was Rabbi Mines who was the anonymous donor.